Uber just unveiled a new logo for their phone app. Let's talk about it. Welcome everyone, Mark here from UberHints. Before we get started, if you are not yet subscribed to this channel, please subscribe right now and ring that bell icon so you'll know when I post new videos. We have such an important announcement. Uber has just unveiled a new icon for their telephone app. Right there. Right there. Here it is. Isn't that great? You might be looking at it and saying, what in the world? I know. Their old one was simply this box with the word Uber, but now they have an arrow. All right, I got to tell you, I have thought long and hard about this, and I have some ideas about exactly what happened. I'm picturing a boardroom with dastardly Dara at the head of the table, and 7 men from Madison Avenue in suits come in, and they put up a big display that has a wonderful, velvet cover over it, and they have a spotlight, and they pull it off, and they unveil this. Okay, I need a sound effect again. Maybe they have a beautiful woman like Vanna White that's displaying this. And Dastardly Dara, I gotta get my sound effects going. Dastardly Dara, he's not sure. Should he accept this or not? I mean, is this going to be a case of the emperor has no clothes? Or is there something that's really good about this? So our Madison Avenue team steps up to the plate and they say, Mr. D, Mr. K, whatever you want to call him, Dastardly Dara. Oh, that's the wrong one. Although he is kind of a clown, so maybe that would work too. They say, Mr. DK, Dara Khosrowshahi. Here is what we have in store for you. You can see that we have an arrow. It's moving forward. It's indicating a progressive company that's moving into the future. Oh, I have some of these ideas written down here because I wasn't actually in the meeting. I'm just visualizing what it looked like. So now they're saying there's a space in front of the arrow, and this indicates a wide open future. And then they're saying, and the shape of this arrow, it suggests an airplane, a jet plane with wings, and that's going to remind people of the upcoming Uber Elevate or Uber Air, or whatever they're calling it these days. That's how I picture this pitch went. And they probably walked away with hundreds of thousands of dollars in their pocket for taking the logo that already exists and adding a bloody arrow to it. All right, now I'm going to give you my take on this. And I wrote this down as well. Here's my interpretation. It's dark. It's black. It represents a dark, bleak, hopeless situation with this company. It suggests stumbling around in the dark, not knowing where we're heading. But wait a minute, there's an arrow. It's pointing in that direction. We must know where we're heading to some degree, right? Yeah, but you know what it is? We're boxed in. That's what that represents. We're closed in. And if we keep going, we are going to fall right over the edge in time. That's what I think this represents. I put something else down here. The black square suggests villainy. It suggests tyranny. It suggests people like Darth Vader and pirate flags. That's what this represents. But of course, big question is, why did they do it? Why did they feel the need to change that logo, but change it in such an inconsequential way? You stuck an arrow. And I guarantee you, And I bet I'm not far off. I'll bet if we sat in that boardroom, I'm not far off. I'll bet it really did have something to do with moving forward and a wide open space that gives us, unlimited potential. And I'll bet even the shape of it, I bet I'm not far off, that somewhere they're going to talk about, it suggests, the wings on a plane for flight and taking off and soaring high. And I'll bet that it had something just that absurd and that ridiculous. So anyway, I just thought it was brought to my attention minutes before I got the email. So a lot of you are probably seeing it as well. It says the next time that your app is updated, you're going to see this new Uber app. That's going to be the new app that you see. Let's walk a little bit through the history of Uber and their logos. Okay? So, how many of you remember this one? Remember this logo? This is the one that was stuck in my car for a long time. And then before this, remember they had the word Uber, but instead of this turning in, it was flared out. Do you remember that one? That was flared out. And now more recently, they gave us this to put on our car. So now these are the two different brands, or the two, I'm sorry, I have to put this one on plastic. I'm sorry that's shiny, because this was the window, the cling one, or the sticky window. Was picking up everything. So these were our two brands that we're supposed to put in our car. Now we also have a different history. So I believe this was the Ryder app, and this was the driver app. Remember Kevin the Entrepreneur used to compare that to, I'll say it nicely, a sphincter. When the cat walks away from you and raises its tail. So they've had so many different variations and permutations of their logo, and it's not like they're taking a common theme and just making it look a little different each time. Like you could say Coke. Okay, I got Coke here. So you have the Coke logo. Well, now they go to Coke Zero, so they add a little black. Well, it's still the Coke logo that they've been using, and it's recognized for years and years and years. What Uber is doing is completely changing it every time. This is completely different than what they just came out with, which is completely different. They took the U that's pointing out and turned it into a U that's pointing in. And then they add the word Uber. Now they're adding an arrow. They're doing so many bizarre things. I don't even understand why they're doing it. But, hey, I'd like to hear your opinions, because I'm sure they spent a lot of your hard-earned money to get this, right? Because they keep pulling money away from us, and then they spend it on ridiculous things like creating a new logo, like designing flying cars that are never going to fly, like designing self-driving cars that laws and regulations are not going to allow on the road. What do you think? I'd love to hear your opinion. Please leave them down below. As always, I encourage you to like and share the videos. If you haven't already, please subscribe, ring the bell icon so you know when I post new videos. And I'll see you next time. I'm Mark with UberHints.